Hey guys, welcome back to another week of the Inner Circle Waterdeep Dragon Heist. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, I've got them on the YouTube channel, which is down below. And you guys can just check those out. I'm going to be doing the intro today, the recap, should I say. So we'll see how that goes. Also, Friday, I did say a few weeks ago that I'll be doing an ICC stream for World of Warcraft. That is coming out on Friday, so I'll be doing a bunch of stuff during the day, and then during the night, which is around about 9 p.m. Australian time, I'll be doing the raid, only in 10-man though. Sunday will be 25-man. So if you're interested in anything like that, come by at that point. I'll have some notifications up so you will see when we're going to go live and stuff like that anyway. So with the recap, I kind of want to put a little bit of a precursor for, I guess, you guys playing. This is kind of like a Dear Diary, but it's got I sometimes talk in third person in it, and also it's a bit drawn out. I'm not talking in Yeshua's voice. It's going to be hard to do that. So just as a bit of a precursor for you guys.
When do you talk in Yeshua's voice? It's like every third RP.
So just bear with me, dude. Just bear with me. I don't even know what voice I'm going to do, but anyway, we'll go with it. All right. So, Captain's log. Star date 69.69. Ran it down to the nearest decimal point. On the surface, Troll Skull Alley seems to be troubled. Protesters and arguments have arisen outside the mysterious parchment vendor. The proprietor, Rashal, a golden dragonborn, was defending his storefront from the herbalist and an elf, Freya, from down the way. All in the name of saving the tree, she said. The natives to this part of the city seem different. We shall take measures to ensure the repairs in the relationships for the betterment of the interests and investments and the whole alley. Down the way, we were instructed that there was a stand with delectable treats. And what treats Granny had for us. They were delicious pastries and tarts. What a beautiful lost soul. Her influence in the parts seemed to boost morale. Even though a lot of nobles reside within the area, the delicacies that she sells are for pennies, and they're given for free for the needy and the hungry. Touching base with Granny, we were able to gain information for the children of the manor, and for that point, we will wait for their return. On a second thought, Granny seemed very fond of me. I can sense her wickedness deep within, throbbing and longing for that release. But that's for another time. In search for answers to our repairs, our band stumbled upon the carpenter and the blacksmith. The blacksmith being a fire Frit and his protege, the water Frit, Embrick and Arvi, respectively. They were having a very heated conversation with the carpenter Tally, a former mentor to both. I was concerned at being very close to the situation because it seemed very unstable. The fire Frit Emric could have exploded any moment. Lost in a thought, I found myself falling into the twilight abyss, only to capture myself again. I tried to relax the tension with my crew and settle the differences between the factions. Who was the better carpenter? No conclusion was made. We found out the necessary information for our repairs, and we were on our way, understanding that we had no idea for craftsmanship. Captain's log, supplementary. Patiently waiting all day with no response from Renea. when suddenly we received word we were instructed, that Mert would accept our audience, and we requested another from Vagra, for an alternative method for the parchments which the Dragonborn and the elves were fighting about prior that day. Hearing the name again gave me a flashback of purple butt plugs, which Ulrick was yearning for, and a big fleshy baby-sized arm penis. That's a mouthful. Oof. Well, we're gonna wait for upcoming days for instructions on Yagra. It seems that the natives have a special way of putting matters to rest. A crowd was gathered around a noble, Eldrick Dornbrook, and his son, Soren. It seemed that they were having it out in a duel. Soren was able to overpower Eldrick and denied him of a death, simply cowardly running away, stating, "I will never be home. I will never come home." The unusual orc in our band showed a guard a document after the battle, only to be whispered something back, something I could not catch. It was very curious. I must probe the Barbarian for further information. Maybe Ulrich's butt plugs will do the trick. Captain's log, supplementary. Mert is a lively fellow, agreed to loan us his coin at a hefty price. Not paying attention, the party was unaware that the contract that they were agreeing to anyway was one that was very hefty. It's time to repair Troll Skull Manor in the most effective and efficient way possible, so we spend the least amount of gold. On our journey back, I was thinking to myself, I'm still somewhat in awe of the size and the complexities of this city. Not knowing exactly where I stand, I long for the Temple of the Moon and remember Tally having a distant lover, Lashara, which is the High Priestess. Maybe I'm able to request an audience with her. As for my crew, we are short in several key elements. Most notably, the Sorcerer has no brains, but I have been informed that he's a highly recommended comrade. The Barbarian seems somewhat in a similar situation, but he can hold his own. The Gith seems to have his wits about him, but that's very surprising and refreshing. He doesn't seem to like to be called by his race. I guess we all hold on to our secrets. It's okay, Yeshua. You have worn many masks before. You're the big, strong guy. You're definitely the woman guy. Look at how Granny and Fala fawned at me. I'm definitely the intellectual guy. No worries, no worries. Sheesh. There are troublesome times, very troublesome times indeed. We will wait and see what the future holds for us. Yeshua, until next time.
Hey, in my defense, I didn't buy any fucking purple butt plugs.
Okay.
And that's all for session 6.
Fucking dope!
So, okay. I mean, I didn't have everything in there. There were some bits that were kind of mowed over, but pretty much, it was basically all there. And to be honest, without some of the input, I'm not sure how I could have actually put that a little bit, faster.
That was good.
Thanks. I hope everyone liked the Star Trek Captain's Logs, but
it was
fucking
really, really good. I really loved it.
Thanks, man.
Half and half just to kill both of you for involving William Shatner into this.
What?
Exactly.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna say it's not William Shatner that I like. All right.
Matt's like, oh, let me get my other die out. The one who gave me that session.
It's definitely not. It's not. Jean-Luc Picard. Patrick Stewart is my favorite.
Oh, there you go.
Gosh.
Because he's a fucking G. So.
Well, if you would like to give yourself inspiration.
Thanks, man.
Can we just
not,
do an inspiration check?
I already had inspiration, by the way, so I've got 2 now.
Yeah, can we do an inspiration check? Just quickly. Who's got
An
one?
inspiration check.
Yeah, just see who's
The
got
fuck you think this is?
Well, we're not in the game yet.
I'm double enlightened. Yeah, boy.
I'm all out of inspo.
I've
So
got one. Okay, cool. Good to know. Sorry, DM. Please continue. Please don't hurt me.
Sorry, God, don't kill us.
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, we should actually put that as an overlay.
What?
Our inspo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I could add it to the sheet. Anyway, breaking the fourth wall.
I'm still kind of just reeling from the fact that you think Pharla likes you, right? Like after
Clearly she does.
last session.
Right.
No,
You're so
anyway, yep.
gushing.
You all made your deal with Mert. You signed your contract, and you made your way back to Trollskull Manor. We're looking at like about it's a bit past twilight at this point. If I was to give it a real world time, you'd be looking more around like 7, nearly 8 o'clock in the evening after your discussions with him and walking back through town. And you stand within basically the wreckage that is Trollskull Manor. What are you guys up to?
Well, I think we'll take a moment to understand how bad of a deal we got from Mert.
Start scrounging our pennies together.
That's probably a start.
Yeah, if you'd like a quick reminder as to your deal with good Sir Mert. All up. So for 1,500 gold pieces, is which you have borrowed from him, he will take a 5% share of the tavern's profit for every 100 gold pieces that he has lent. You have 1 year to pay back, or 6 months if there is no proper return being made. Total will be reduced of any gold returned. 5.5% of all tavern profit will be then taken every 10 days after repayment. Mert can bring his own liquor, and Mert can also have one drink on the house whenever he shows up. And that was the full terms of your agreement.
Can I have a brief look around the manor to see if there's any large beams laying on the ground where potentially one of the last proprietors may have been standing under?
Yes, conveniently enough, it's pretty much right behind the bar.
So Dorian might can I walk? I mean, I'd be walking behind there anyway to find some ale. So Can I go and investigate that?
Yeah, absolutely.
While we're talking about how we're going to get out of this big debt we have to pay back.
We don't want Mert walking behind there, you know.
Or maybe we do.
I didn't say that. No.
Yeah, so you go behind the bar, you see a beam has fallen, and it kind of has fallen like on a bit of a 90-degree angle, where the point is met with the floor. You see that it's kind of cracked it all around. You can actually see like where they've got kind of like a little kind of like space underneath the floor, which would have allowed for storage of any kegs up the top there. When it comes down to any ale here, you find cracked and rotted barrels, but there's nothing within them. You're finding some shattered and glasses and some forgotten mugs.
Is there any sign of an incident like blood or anything laying around?
You can give me an investigation check if you'd like.
That one coming right up.
Yeah, as is tradition.
Yep, 18.
18.
Oh,
You do see some like discoloration on the ground around where the beam has come down. But whether that was blood, ale or it's just the rot of the floor itself, you're not really able to discern.
Dorian's standing there looking at it. This must have been the place one of the old proprietors was standing, Yeshua. If only I could be so lucky.
Don't worry, definitely revive you, mate. Leaf obviously did not have anyone like me by his side, you know.
Let me tell you, Cleric, if I'm ever lucky enough to be under a solid beam like this, don't you dare resurrect me.
Look, you know, I'll tell you what Yeshua like more than, you know, the nice, moist, dark. I like healing people and looking after. So you're in luck, mate. I definitely look after you, gone right.
Talks English, doesn't understand English, quite obviously. I might, we should probably look around the rest of this inn to understand what we're up for. We're going to have to fix a lot of this ourselves to keep the cost down. And, yeah.
I'm gonna start taking all the shit out. And is there a back? Like a
Back.
So,
courtyard or
just
something?
as like kind of like an idea, I've just sent kind
Oh,
of showing you guys all the
map.
handout of it, so you at least have an idea. This is more of like a layout map, so you guys have a good understanding of it. Over time, this will change and update as you make this place your own, but this is pretty much your entire blueprint and floor map of the place, of all the individual areas that have been identified by yourselves.
I'm gonna walk up to the second floor to see what we're up against.
Yeah, just let me know which rooms which room you kind of make your way into. And what about everyone else? Well, Dorian's
I was gonna.
off doing that.
I was actually gonna start moving shit out as well, so I'll probably help Yeshua.
If we maybe I'll say to Ulrick, I'll say, maybe you can go help Dorian and investigate everything, and Radgoran and myself can, because we're the brawn kind of thing, we can take all the stuff out of at least the first floor, and probably just move it out front. Or out back if there is like a courtyard or something. I don't know. I'm guessing it might just be on the street.
Yeah, well, I was going to go to the actual cellar to investigate to see if there was any trapdoors or if there were any, like, because how we went into, remember from the dungeon that we came from?
Yeah.
And we...
The sewers?
Can we see if there's any, like, trapdoors or anything like that that lead into a tunnel? Also, if there are any markings of any gangs in this actual tavern as well.
Good
Yeah,
question.
so a similar question was asked last session around like any secret passages and whatnot. And with the amount of time you guys spent inspecting the place, then you didn't find any, and there continues to be none that you have found. When it comes down to like any gang signs or anything like that, I mean, like there is definitely vandalism in here. There has definitely been vandalism, but nothing that kind of like stands out to you from what you have already seen or what you've been exposed to within Waterdeep. There's no circles with like 10 spokes coming out of it. There's no signs of like snakes with wings. You're more seeing like very crude drawings, some words that have been kind of like written around there. A lot of names have been carved into the flooring and the wood and everything like that. You're finding a lot, like when it comes down to at least the names part of it, you're finding more and more of it around where in the tap room area, primarily around where the bar would be and the kitchen. You're noticing more where the beam had been fallen down.
Are there any names that come that interest me?
You can give me a perception check.
9.
Yeah, none of the names stand out to you.
Okay. Alright, well then I go with Dorian to investigate further.
Alright. So, Dorian, which room do you go into on the second floor?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to make sense of the
So first
plans because it
floor-
looks like
First floor is
Well-
where we entered, and then you can see the little balcony area to the left.
yeah. But that
And then-
if you overlay it to where the turret is on the top left, looks like there should be stairs in the hole, but I can't see where stairs are in the tap room. I'm assuming I end up in the hole when I walk up the stairs.
On this map, the stairs is what's on the very top right-hand side
Top right.
of
Yep,
the
no,
first
that's right.
floor, and then on the second floor, it's the one that's in the hall.
Yep,
It's
cool.
just poorly identified on this map, hence why it will update and change.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Alright. So if I go up the stairs, I end up in the common room, so that'll be the first room I'm having a look at. I guess my question is, condition of the common room. Does it look like there's any, probably first and foremost, I'm looking for any signs of the manor having squatters or being used by someone or something. And then condition.
Okay.
Or is that too much?
No, absolutely not. Give me a moment.
We'll be charging those squatters rent, I can tell you that.
Ming brought up a good point. Dibs on the master bedroom.
So within the common room, what you're primarily finding in there is compared to the tap room, which just seems to have like a lot of pushed over stools and tables that have been shattered and broken over time. The common room is pretty bare. There are some lounges that have clearly just, people have jumped on over time, and they're just the bottom of them has just given out. There is a couple tables that do seem completely salvageable. They don't appear damaged, past just typical neglect. The common room itself, from a glance, needs a good clean, if of anything. The floors are still well maintained as well.
Cool. All right. Ulrick, can you please put those tables over to the side and make sure that Yeshua and the Barbarian don't throw them out. We can't really afford to spend money on everything in here. I'm going to go and check out the door to the north. So if you want to follow me, Ulrick, that would be good. And I'll start moving to the den after the common room.
Absolutely, I'll do that and I'll be right there with you.
So you'll spend the rest of your time on the second floor, and over this time, you'll find that the second floor isn't in terrible shape. At least most of the furniture isn't in terrible shape. A lot of things have been pushed around. You're finding that mainly the kind of like the walkway which looks over into the tap room from the second floor, that's where like primarily a lot of the damage has happened, where like the railings have been smashed and shattered. The floorboards are giving way, a lot of them are creaking around here, but otherwise the second floor itself, apart from the bedroom, is well maintained. The bedroom is in a state of utter disrepair. It has got vandalism throughout it, and the mattress itself, you can smell it from the door.
Butt plugs in.
Oof.
Down in the tap room, however, you guys said you're going to start moving things out. Are you planning on moving it out onto the street? You do have a little bit of a courtyard, but it's not like it's fenced in or anything. The court primarily looks out onto Cholska Alley.
So just to be clear, it's going to be things are going to be moved out there cannot be repaired, and things that are just dead weight, essentially, they're going to be put into the courtyard, I guess. Again, like you said, it doesn't. If it's not blocked off, then it's not blocked off. But if we can't use it in some way to salvage, then we're going to toss it.
Yeah, easy. You can give me a. Are you proficient with like wood carving tools or anything like that?
I'm definitely not.
Is Radgoran proficient with wood carving tools?
Let me have a look. No.
All right.
I mean, I'm proficient with weapons.
Nah.
I can carve it real fucking hard.
I can make it worse. I just can't make it better.
I mean, yeah, sure. You can give me just an intelligence check with disadvantage. Just to see how much you can identify as salvageable.
I hate disadvantages. 6.
6.
Didn't you
All of
cast
it looks
guidance?
fucked. Or you look at all of it, and other than the few items that are still in one piece, everything else to you appears
Can I just
unsalvageable.
give that a bit of a reroll with one inspiration?
Absolutely.
Oof,
You'll still be taking the lowest value.
Yeah. Oh, come on, bitch.
7. Dude, why didn't you
Yeah.
cast guidance again?
Oh yeah, forgot.
Don't forget. He's lost
But
his
yeah,
touch
other
points.
than items which are completely intact, where they've just kind of been pushed over and there's maybe a couple chips in it or it needs a new paint job, you don't really identify anything else as salvageable from what you
Question.
understand.
With my spell repair, am I able to repair those items?
Well, you're
Mending
upset.
does allow for you to mend most things, but like when it comes down to things that have been broken in half and stuff like that, you'd need to find the other piece to mend it, right? It's not like it just grows back its other piece, kind of thing. So you would still need to have some kind of ability to know to marry things up. You could spend time, probably a bit of time, to marry up all the items. You compile them all, put them all together, and then start just doing a jigsaw puzzle. But yeah, mending would allow you to fix a lot of things.
Well-
The only thing is that you need to find the right piece.
Okay, would you boys like to just put things aside and so I can mend them, see if I can put them together and...
Ooh,
I mean, you're gonna have to go down there and tell them that. Just FYI.
Yeah, okay.
Like they're not gonna
Well,
know that, mate.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's true. Sorry, I'm still with Dorian, so yep. I tell Dorian if we find stuff that I can see if I can mend.
Again,
then-
we can say that you go out onto the balcony that looks out over into the tap room, and you can communicate that, right? Just to move it along. But absolutely, you can absolutely say it that way if you'd like.
I turn to Ulrick and say, Ulrick, great idea. Go to the balcony and RP it.
Okay, so I go to the balcony. And I yell out, "Oi! Oi! You brute idiots! Don't just break everything. I'll mend them whatever I can. Just put them aside. If it looks like we can mend them, I'll mend them."
Okay, and I yell up, "Okay, butt plug."
Ulrick, 3rd floor, let's go. I want to get this list back to everyone so we can.
I do a minor
Okay.
illusion on the floor next to Radgoran, a purple butt plug. Okay, I'll go with Dorian.
I put it in my pocket.
Cool. So on the 3rd floor, you spend about an hour in here. There's far more rooms in here. The bedrooms and the master bedrooms, same as the bedroom on the 2nd floor. The stench from the mattresses and the vandalism within these places is just, it's horrid. The private baths as well, mold all over the place. Most of it's going to need a real good scrub. Some of it will probably need complete replacement. The library, the smell of moldy books, wet pages. You're seeing a lot of water damage in here as well, as there is a significant hole in the roof on the third floor. That's just on the corner where those two windows are on the eastern side of it. Where just it's been battered by the elements as a direct result.
With those books, can we see if there's any interesting books, and if they're south?
Whatever may have been interesting, time has destroyed them.
Yes. Okay.
Is there anything odd or peculiar on the third floor that would make me think anything unusual's gone on up there?
Also, if there's like any loose floorboards that might have any value in it as well, on any of the floors.
I would probably say that it's like a take your pick with the loose floorboards, but you're going to spend a lot more time trying to find all those loose floorboards and checking underneath all of them. Again, you've got like we discussed, you've got a lot of downtime where a lot of these things can naturally occur within it, but for the hour sweep of it, you could say that you've looked under a few of the floorboards in particular, but you don't find anything of value within them. Things of interest in here. I mean, the master bedroom, you can already imagine that being fantastic.
Yeah.
It's got the best views. It's also the private bath leads out into other areas. So
then I'm going to head into the attic. Ulrick, I'm going to head up to the attic. I think there's only one or two more things to check. Then we can go back downstairs and tell the Cleric and the Barbarian where we're at.
Okay, I'll follow you.
You two go up to the attic, down to the tap room. What are you guys doing?
Still clearing stuff out. There's a bunch of crap here that we kind of need to get rid of, so it's just taking a little bit of time.
So you're just moving stuff around continuously?
Yeah.
When we do finish, so we're putting the good stuff in just a corner. When we do finish with this floor, we'll kind of go to the second floor and start doing the same kind of deal.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll say that you guys spend probably the time that it's taken them to go through the second floor and the third floor. You've pretty much moved everything along, and you're going to now make your way up into the second floor and continue doing much of the same activity. What was that, Radgoran?
No, that's it. I was going to say, obviously we'd be doing the basement as well, but we might do that last.
Yep. All right. Yeah, so you go up into the second floor and you start very much doing that. Back in the attic with Dorian and Ulrick, do you guys go into the same room together, or do you both kind of split up, one going into the other room, one going into the other room, and kind of convene back, or do you guys move all together?
I think we move together.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. You go into the attic storage, and what you find in here is that most of the items within the storage have just had sheets thrown over them. As you're moving the sheets and whatnot, you're finding this area is probably the least disturbed out of the rest of the manor. Most of the furniture here needs a good clean, but that's about as far as it goes. Completely usable. You're finding up there like cabinets. You find some tools, so crowbars, and a couple of other items that you could find useful for when you're doing your renovations. And you also find quite a few spare chairs up there. So, promising location. You move into the attic bedroom, and as you open up the door and you walk in there, you're looking through. What you're looking at is like this bedroom. The bed in here, doesn't actually smell much at all. If of anything, it's just it's gotten a little bit moldy, but it doesn't have that same stench permeating from it. This room as well doesn't really have much vandalism either. And as you kind of all look around it, the door slams shut.
Ulrick, was that you?
I
Did you close the door?
My tail gets in the way sometimes, but I don't think I touched it this time.
So did your mouth, but that's
Yeah, right.
interesting.
Right.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's anything untoward or anything I can sense?
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check.
That one. 11.
11. You're not seeing any wires.
Can I give him advantage because we're both there together?
Yeah, sure. You can have
Okay,
advantage if you're both looking at it. Yeah, sure. You're helping him.
Fucking smartest thing he's done all campaign, boys.
It is actually 8.
8, so it's an 11 still.
19.
You're not seeing anything externally that could have made the door shut.
Okay.
Externally, right?
Okay. Can we take a look around the room and look for anything, any points of interest, I guess, in the room?
When you say points of interest, what do you mean? Are you like saying anything curious?
Curious. Yep, that'll do.
Yeah. I think the most curious thing about this room is how undisturbed the attic is.
Okay.
Can we, because you said it's not vandalized as much, can we see what the names and the carvings of
Give me a perception check.
Is the door more or less than £10?
7.
You don't find any carvings. The door, it's an old wooden door. The door itself isn't in fantastic shape. Its time hasn't been looked after.
I'm going to use my cantrip invisible mage hand to open the door while I'm looking at it intently to see if it gets closed again.
Yeah, sure. You cast your cantrip from mage hand, and Ulrick, you don't see anything. You just kind of see Dorian kind of wave his hands, but you're not too sure what's happening. Dorian, you watch as the mage hand turns the handle, and the door's just like it doesn't open.
Wow.
Down on the second floor, you guys are moving stuff around, and Radgoran, as you're moving things from the bedroom into the den, you look out over the balcony into the first floor, and you see that all of the furniture has now been thrown into another side of the room, not where you left it last.
It's outrageous. I signal Yeshua without saying anything, and save it.
It's signaling for you, like kind of like stomp on the ground 10 times.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna go back down just to have a look, just to see if I can see anything, because that's what I would do.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
Cool. With advantage because I'm an orc. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm with him,
Perception.
and I'll cast guidance on him too.
All right. You're gonna have advantage with it because he's probably helping you at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
11. Wow, with advantage. Let's do the D4. So 13.
13. So what exactly were you trying to look for?
Well, just to see what I might have looked where it was, and then looked at the exits just to see if there was anyone that actually came in.
Front door's still shut.
Yeah. Okay.
You just see that all the furniture you had piled in one corner has been now relocated into a different corner entirely.
Can I do protection from good and evil?
You're using the shrunken head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're using it on yourself, I'm guessing? Or on Radgoran?
Myself.
Okay, yep. Make sure you take off a charge.
Done.
Yeah, awesome. As you grab the shrunken head and you channel its energies and use its powers to protect yourself. You kind of get like, a kind of like a slight shimmer of white light around yourself.
Is there anything you could cast. I'd turn to Yeshua and go, "Come on, you're a magic caster. Figure this out."
Can
Goes to surround.
can I sense anything or any direction or anything like that?
Give me a perception check.
I'll cast guidance myself. So 25.
25. So, tell me again, what are you trying to perceive here?
I'm trying to understand how all the furniture or whatever we moved back pretty much in an instant. It's very unfathomable to me.
Yeah, it is. And with your 25 and your ability to see so clearly in the dark here, it definitely doesn't look like it was dragged across. There's no scuffs or new scuffs on the floors that you've seen, that you can see right now.
Are you saying all this is quite
Happening at the same time.
No, it's quiet.
Yeah.
It's quietly happening.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going to call out to say anybody there. Guess not.
No response.
How loud were you, Radgoran?
Pretty loud. I mean,
Okay.
I'm an orc, mate. I'm half orc.
I look
Without-
I look at Dorian and say, so I heard that you tried to open the door, but it didn't budge. What do we do?
Well, we either need we're gonna need a new door, or we jump out the window, scale the building, and
I mean, I'd prefer not to break things because we don't have the money for it.
let's jump out the window.
Can we see if there's any other fucking, like, I don't know, like a fucking trap door we can actually go out of instead of fucking...
Nothing.
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing in the attic. You've got the door out
Fuck!
and then the windows.
There were two options there. It was either going to be a minor illusion or a trapdoor.
Trapdoor.
So
You're a
can we
fool,
see how
you
far, or if there's any way we can go around the window? Can we open the window first of all?
I'm going to jump out the window, Matt.
You're just gonna barrel out of it.
Yep, I'm going to barrel out
As
of
he
it.
does
Cool.
that, I grab him by his fucking ankles.
You can you can both roll me a
Can I go athletics?
dexterity check. Whoever's fastest.
Whoever's
So-
fastest.
I don't want him to grab my
Ulrich's
ankles.
in there.
Dorian. So it would be Dorian rolls a acrobatics, and then Ulrick would roll we'll say a sleight of hand. See if you can get it, and whoever's highest,
Then
that happens first.
It gets to happen.
15.
22.
Fuck!
As Dorian
Quick for ya.
so quickly, kind of like just projects himself off his feet, and just goes straight
And I'm
through
like, no,
the third story.
Dorian!
Well, what would be the fourth story window? Dorian, you find yourself kind of like looking down. It's probably like 20 feet off the ground, and you're just like, oh shit. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Dex saving throw.
All
You'd
the
wanna
while
be-
Fowler's watching this from the other side.
Do you have inspiration, bro?
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care. If I die, I die. Whatever.
Don't
Do it.
monks have key points. You may have something for that.
That will be in actions.
Yep.
I mean,
So it'll be under feats and traits, has a lot of your kind of things for that.
yep.
So there's one, for example, if you wanted to say you're going to spend a point for Step of the
Step of the wind.
I would give you advantage on it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Dex saving throw. 17.
17. Yeah, as you kind of like launch yourself out the attic window and the old oak tree just outside, you've gone far enough that you're able to grab onto one of the branches and kind of like flip yourself up onto it safely.
I don't think it would have been that gracious, but anyway.
I'm literally like this. Dorian! I shoot him a fucking message, and I'm like, you fucking idiot! You nearly killed yourself.
And I just yell out, "Good!"
And
I
in this
start.
moment, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Can I scale down the
Yeah,
tree and
you
head
can't.
inside?
Yeah, cool. You scale yourself down the tree and you head inside, and as you're doing that, Ulrick, you hear the door just go and open up.
Can I, as that is happening, right? Other than that creak, can I just close my eyes and see if I can sense anything else present?
Yeah, you can
Being a
give me
dragon.
a perception check with disadvantage.
Because you close your eyes. No, I'm kidding.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck me.
Oh,
6.
No, you don't sense anything.
I'm gonna run in. Are you boys on the first floor now?
We'll be figuring
I'll-
out what the hell is happening with the furniture.
Cleric, Barbarian, something locked us in the attic. Is there anything weird going on down here?
Oh yeah, furniture moved from here to here. Very strange.
We don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna run back upstairs and let Ulrich out. I suggest you probably follow me at this stage.
I'll go up with him. I'm starting to feel that there is just something we can't see. Obviously, there's something about.
Well, we got told there could be an entity previously. Can't remember who told us. Might have been.
Well, the kids mentioned a ghost. So the kids mentioned a ghost when we first walked in there. I'm gonna go.
Seems like it's playing games with us. So I
Um,
reckon we should.
I'll
Just
go upstairs with you.
I'm gonna go up to the attic, Matt. Is the door? I go to let Ulrich out. What do I see?
You see the door open.
Can I, with my mage hand, grab something solid and put it between the door jamb and the door?
Yeah,
So it can't
yeah,
be
absolutely.
closing?
Yeah, you grab a piece of wayward plank that you probably picked up as you're walking through, and you jar it underneath the door to ensure that it stays as is.
Sorcerer, get the fuck out of that room now. Something weird's going on here.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, before he even said it. That's how quick it was.
Let's get back down to the ground floor. At least we can't fall from there. And I'll start heading back down to the ground floor. I'm not going to wait for the other two.
Alright. You all meet yourselves back in the tap room.
As we're all running, I look back, can I see if there's anything fucking behind me as I'm running down the stairs?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I swear.
Because you know how some things looking at you, you're always looking back,
Yeah,
even though
yeah,
there's
yeah, give me a perception check.
I swear Matt's waiting for a nat 20.
21.
There it is!
21.
Nat 20.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nat 20. Okay. You see someone walk into the attic bedroom.
What? I got goosebumps.
Can I do something really crazy?
Well, you
But before you do something crazy, can I just say, I'm like, Dorian, I saw someone just walk into the attic. Okay, do your crazy thing.
Am I right? Am I right to go, Matt?
Yeah, you can go.
Can I yell out at the top of my lungs, "Leaf"?
Yeah. you yell out at the top of your lungs, Liff.
I just look at him and I'm like, there's no way, that's leave. No.
Can as I saw the person walk in, can you describe? Can I see what he looked
You
like?
kind of just caught the shadow of someone walking in there.
I turn. Sorry, go Matt. I interrupted.
No, anything distinctive about them? You didn't get enough of a glimpse. You only got told this because you got a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since I got a nat 20, can I just? I told Dorian and I said, no. I told Dorian what I saw because we're together.
I heard.
Yeah.
Everyone's there,
Just
but
gonna make use
Yeah.
of this nat 20, boys.
I'm grabbing Dorian by the collar. I'm saying we're gonna go check it out. I'm not going by myself.
I'm gonna go in as well.
I mean, I'm going too. I gotta figure this out.
I turn to the group and I say, this can't be a coincidence. A proprietor has died here. We've been told. Leaf died here. There's a beam, and I point to the beam behind the bar, and I go, this cannot be a coincidence that this has all happened. We've obviously upset whatever's here. It's moving the furniture's moved. It's locked us in a room. It has to be the proprietor that died here, which I believe is Leaf. That is what Nanny told us, and someone else that I can't remember because I can't find it in my notes right now. Told us the proprietor died here.
I think it was Mert.
Let's
Telly.
Telly.
Yeah.
Let's tread carefully, but I'm sure it has to be the person that died here. And I guess we go. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll just push past you, and I was like, oh, I'm sick of this shit. Fucking hate ghosts.
So are you pushing past us running outside because you hate them?
No, like I'm gonna go confront them. That's how much I hate them because I'm just don't like it. I just want to sort it out.
All right. Well, as you all make your way up from the tap room, and Yeshua's taking charge, and he's leading you guys all the way back up to the attic. As you start getting up to the attic, Yeshua, you're hearing like a scratching coming from what would be the northern room according to the map, but it will be on your left-hand side as you're ascending the stairs.
Oh, which floor are we on?
Heading towards the attic at this point.
Cool. Yeah.
Second floor?
Heading to the attic. You'd be on the attic stairs at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
On the
right,
third
sorry.
floor near the library
Yeah,
study.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear a scratching coming from that bedroom as you start marching your way up towards it.
Oh, Ulrick, if you need to use the privy, you go now, alright? Let the big boys handle this one.
I say to them as well, Mike. Does anybody have a piece of paper and a quill by chance?
Paper.
Yeshua's
Paper,
got
correct.
Yeshua's got the paper.
Or parchment, yeah. I start drawing up. I take some off Yeshua, and I start drawing a fucking Ouija board.
Alright, so you're kind of like walking while drawing a Ouija
Correct.
board.
I'm walking up fucking drawing that shit, bro.
I like your thinking. I've done something like this before. Okay, let's try then.
Let me guess, back in your country,
Comrade, you hit what we call nail on head. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Do you go into the bedroom?
Go into the bedroom.
Dorian goes in the bedroom.
Yeah. So Yeshua, I'm assuming, still leading the charge. You'll go in there, and as you kind of round the corner and walk in, you see what appears to be a rusty knife just drop to the ground. And where it's dropped, scratched into the floorboards, is leave.
Shit. Is that Leaf? No, I'm kidding.
Leave.
I'm kidding.
I'll just shout at the top of my lungs.
We do not live here. This is our establishment. You cannot scare us hardy adventurers. Show yourself.
1 copper piece per night.
Let's ratify that. Let's make that the actual price for this place from the future onwards.
I meant 1 gold piece per night.
And
I'm going to shout out Leaf again.
And as you're yelling it out, and you're yelling out Leaf, all you hear, all the response you get is just a gust of wind that comes through the broken window.
Dorian, now we have to fix the bloody window.
Can I jump out the window again?
No! I grabbed him! Yeah, you just yeet yourself out the window.
So,
No.
so what I do is, can I see if there's a cup around?
No, there's no cup up here.
Fuck me.
And all the glassware that you found earlier has all been shattered.
Right.
So,
He wants to use the Ouija board.
we're going to
just-
use the Ouija board, yeah.
I just look at everyone and I'm like, I just don't know what to do.
So,
I think we should just keep calm and carry on.
No. Dorian turns to Yeshua and I think we use some of that parchment you've got, and obviously whatever is here doesn't want us here, but maybe if we write a note and leave it in the attic explaining our good intentions of the place, that he might come to terms with the new owners, Volo or someone's let this place go. Obviously, it's apparent to me that this whatever is here is quite fond of the place. Let's write it a note, and worst case scenario, I'm absolutely crazy, and you guys can lock me up in an asylum somewhere. What do you reckon?
I think that's a good idea. While they're doing that, I'm just going to go keep cleaning up. I don't believe in ghosts.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
If I can't see it, it doesn't exist.
That's it.
That was like the perfect RP cap song. Sorry, that was really good. Cleric, are you writing this or am I writing this?
I can definitely write.
Are you sure
Very
about that?
Yes, definitely, no worries. Handwriting a lot better than accent.
Just make it less about yourself and more about what we need to do with the place.
When you roll a big charisma score like my own, you have to talk about self sometimes.
I think what we start to write down is dear. I don't know, dear ... Our group are the new proprietors of this tavern. We heard establishment. We heard that it was an amazing place back in the day, and we really want to return it to its former glory, and we mean no harm to anyone or anything that quite likes the place. Can we write all that down and then grab that rusty knife and just stab it into the wall next to the carving that says leave? Does that work, Matt?
Absolutely.
Yep. And then once we've done that, I'll turn to Yeshua and Ulrick and go, right, let's go back down to the first floor. I want to go over what I've found the condition of the place to be in.
So before they kind of do that, we'll go down the bottom. That's fine. But when we're at the bottom, could I just so we know where Leaf died and all that. There's no Leaf. There's no corpse or anything there that you said.
No.
Okay, because I know there's a presence here now, and Dorian seems to believe that it is Leaf. I'm going to go over to where he died because I'm assuming we know where it is. We were talking about it a moment ago. I'm going to get everyone to sit around it like in a circle. I'm going to be in the middle of the circle, and I'm just going to do kind of like a bit of a ceremony and kind of put it to rest.
Is there anyone we can ask? Sorry, I'm not even in the room. I've gone to go clean up. No, they will be able to help.
No, well, Yeshua told us he was getting us to go around.
I'm about to call everyone over, so you can wait for that time.
Alright, so we can say that you're all now in the tap room, as Yeshua was saying this, so you're all together.
Yep, I'm going to wait for Yeshua to finish what he's doing.
Alright, you all gather around in a circle as Yeshua's description, and he performs a ceremony.
Yep.
One dedicated to his faith in Saloon. And once you finish your prayer, Dorian.
If you three could gather around, I'd like to report on what I found before shit got crazy. I'll make this as brief as possible. Second floor, not too bad. There's some salvageable tables up there, so Barbarian, don't fuck them. It isn't in terrible shape. Some floorboards need fixing. The bedroom is fucked. Third floor, in a nutshell, fucked. I have not checked the turret peak yet. I have not checked the basement. And the attic, well, shit got crazy when we went up there, so but it looks fairly intact, I think.
Except for the window.
Except for the window, yeah. Sorry about that, boys. We need to I think we start by giving everything a very good clean. Some of the bathrooms may need a paint and a fix up, or they may need completely redoing, but we won't know that till we clean up. So I suggest we start by giving the whole place a very deep clean. Up in the attic there was also some furniture. Barbarian, if you want to bring that down to the first floor so we can figure out where the best place to put it is, that'll be a start.
Alright, I'm gonna go do that. Are we just ignoring this entity? What are we doing? We're leaving the note for it and we're done? We just carry on.
So what I imagined, by the way, the ceremony was, it was more like obviously parting of him, also just blessing the establishment for like a new life kind of thing, and yeah, just good health and all that. So
Are you gonna make some holy water to fucking?
Is the prayer that good it fixes it for like 0 gold?
no, that's not how it works. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm not making any holy water. No, I'd have to go get some. It's not that easy.
Ulric, Sorcerer, can you go around and start mending anything that's within your capabilities?
I would quickly just remind you all that from all the time that it's been, you're getting towards midnight at this point, if I was to put a time on it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go sleep up in the attic.
I mean, like that was my next. Honestly, whenever you all did decide to turn in, where is your intention to
Hey,
sleep?
look, I've
for the
already
evening?
called the master bedroom, so.
Okay.
Sorry boys, if I had known it was that late, everything I just said at the start of it, put tomorrow we should do this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to the attic.
Can I just check what the lavatories are like on my way through?
Yeah.
Please.
So the lavatories, like the toilets, are bone dry.
Yep. Okay. And the
Yes.
private bath in my ensuite in my bedroom?
The master bedroom.
Yeah.
The private bath in the master bedroom is probably in the worst state out of all the other kind of like facilities.
Can I just check if we have any running water?
Any running water?
Yeah.
You turn one of the faucets and you hear like dry pipes, just groaning.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna put my bedroll down here and shut out for the night.
Alright, master bedroom goes to Radgoran. What about the others?
Attic.
Yep, Dorian's in the attic.
I'm first floor. I don't care. I'll just
You just gonna sleep in the tap room, or do you sleep anywhere in particular?
yeah, tap room's fine. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, I'm gonna sleep in the tap room too.
Where you just did the
Of
same.
course you would.
Spooning Yeshua.
Ulrick doesn't want to be alone at night. Too scared.
You keep those butt plugs away from me. That is going up your ass and in your mouth, I tell you.
I believe the RP for that in your accent is you can't get this, you can't get this.
But one day I get this.
It's, when you talk about my sister.
Sleeve of wizard.
Alright. And you all hit the hay. You'll have a long rest. Morning comes. It's quite early. The sun kind of like shines through all the cracks and the holes in the ceiling, and you'll wake up quite early in the morning.
Am I still alive?
You are still alive. You wake up in the attic bedroom. Did you sleep? Was the bedroom correct, or was it the storage you slept in?
No, the bedroom.
Wake up in the attic bedroom, you stretch, you look around, and you see that your note is missing.
Or do I notice anything else?
The knife is on the ground. Oh, sorry, no, the knife is still embedded in where you left it. The note is no longer there.
Cool. I guess I just shrug my shoulders and put my boots on and head down to level 1 of ground floor.
Tap room.
Tap room, yep.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna wake up and head down to. Do I notice anything strange? Anything that's changed in the master bedroom?
No, nothing other than. Give me a perception check.
Alright. Perception. 17.
Yeah, you're not too sure what smells worse, you or the room.
Oh, damn. Good one.
As Radgoran comes down, I'm like, whoa, what is that smell?
And then I say, toilets are dry, boys, but I still have to drop one.
Oh, just letting you guys know that I slept in the attic bedroom last night. Nothing woke me up, but the note has gone. Weird.
Did I sleep all night?
Did you sleep all night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just wake up. Obviously, if everyone's come downstairs, I'm awake now, I guess.
Yep.
And I'm just, yeah. Nothing really bothered me or anything. I'll tell everyone, and I'll take heed that Dorian said about the note.
All right. It's a fresh new morning. You can hear the hustle and bustle of the streets outside. It sounds a lot busier because this is your first like early morning in the North Ward, and you can hear like the yells and the shouts out from the streets. And the manor seems to just allow a lot of noise to seep in its current state. But otherwise, the day is yours. What are your intentions? Gonna just get straight on to repairs, or
Yeah.
anyone's got any particular interests?
I'm gonna turn to the group and say, again with our wonderful deal with Mert, our best way out of this is if we can come up with as much gold as possible before it opens, because our repayments don't start until it opens. So perhaps some of us should try and acquire some more gold potentially, and some of us should make a start on fixing this old girl up.
Yep, I'm definitely jumping straight into it.
I can go looking for something to do.
Looking for something to do in what sense? Are you looking for something to do regarding the rebuilding, or are you going to do something else out in the city today?
If someone else wants to go and do a quest of some sort or find one, I'm more than happy to go with them. Otherwise, I will be doing repairs. And I'm happy just to do the repairs directly. So instead of moving everything, because obviously that's not really working too well, it's getting moved all back, I'll just start repairing things like floorboards and stuff like that.
Cool. So Yeshua's repairing. Ulrick, what are you doing?
I'm repairing, man.
Repairing. So Yeshua, let me just quickly put this down. So you said we'll come back to you.
Yep.
Radgoran, what are you doing? You repairing as well?
Yeah, definitely.
And Dorian?
Do more of the heavy lifting.
I see everyone repairing, shrug my shoulders and go, fair enough, so I will head up to the second floor. I'm going to start giving it what I would call a deep clean, but to make this more efficient, I'm going to cantrip my mage hand, and I believe he can move up to 10 pounds, so the mage hand is also helping me clean as well, as fast as possible.
Cool. Awesome. The entire morning you spend repairing gets to around, midday at this point.
I get around mending and stuff too.
Yeah. Awesome. It's now midday. You'll probably have yourselves a snack, and then you continue repairing. We're now moving into the evening, and you've made some good grounds this morning or today, and you've pretty much worked the entire day now. You're hitting a point where probably getting quite into the evening at this rate, and you're all getting quite tired from a day of work. Time to either consider hitting the hay or whether or not you're going to try and push through. You can push through. That is an option to yourselves. However, you do you will incur a level of exhaustion from pushing through.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna push
Is,
through.
is that
You're-
pushing through working on the tavern or like anything we do after that?
No, it's if you continue working on the tavern throughout the evening, you will gain a level of exhaustion.
No, thank you.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to address the group and say, we haven't done much looking around during the evening here yet. I don't normally like any of your company, but if you would like to join me, I might go for a quick lap around the manor to see if there's anyone that hangs out late at night around our establishment or up the street that we can befriend or fight, whatever.
Have we gone to basement yet?
No, we have not gone to the basement yet.
Do you want to quickly have a gaze?
Sure, Cleric, let's head down there.
Sweet. I'll go to the hatch and
Down the hatch.
Yeah. You descend into. Well, as soon as you open up the hatch, that smell of just vinegar and rotting, like something rotting down there, kind of just smashes you in the face.
Oh. Well, let's see what is in store for us down here.
Sorry, what smashes him in the face? I like completely.
Just the smell.
Vinegar.
Right.
And rotten.
I'll kind of block my nose, not like with anything, but I'll just try to breathe through my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can taste just like soured ale and spoiled wine in your
Is-
mouth.
Can we have a look around? Can we see anything curious down in the basement?
I mean, like, curious, I guess, would be like, what would you?
Do you want me to be a bit more specific?
No. I mean, like, it would be like, yeah, sure, yeah, be specific for me.
Can I, like, granted the events that have happened, can I see if there looks like there's been any disturbances down there or it's been used at all recently?
No, so the basement, much like the attic, seems to be relatively untouched. You do notice that, like, some of the barrels seem to, like, they have been broken, whether it was by vandals over time who have gone through or by the rats that you're noticing that are skittering around in here.
It is also a wine cellar and the place is quite old. Are there any good bottles of wine left that might be worth a lot of money because they've been there? And
Oh, it could be worth something. You can give me a investigation check. And with Yeshua down there, you can have advantage.
And guidance.
Thank you.
As they're doing that, I'm not with them.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. You find a crate of purple reserve number 3. That is undamaged, still corked, and to you, absolutely usable still.
Crate of purple reserve number 3.
3.
Wasn't that Mert's dream?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Cool. I'll look at Yeshua and I'll go, oh, that crate of wine looks worth saving, but everything else down here looks fucked. That might be a job for tomorrow. I might go have a quick look out on the streets before I hit the hay.
I'll go up with him, but while we're down there, the rats are noticeable.
Yes, yeah. Like as you kind of descended, you heard and could see them skittering around.
When you say I heard and saw them,
Mm.
is there a lot, or is there just like
No,
yeah,
there's
one or
just like
two?
the odd one that kind of like moved through.
Okay, so I'll just I'll say to Dorian while I'm down here, I'll just say to him that have to come down here tomorrow to clean this place out because probably no point going from floor one and cleaning up and then coming back down here. Let's start from bottom and then we go top, especially with stinky place like this. I don't want any rats running around here.
Sounds like you put your hand up for the job, mate. That makes total sense to me. So if you're volunteering, that's good for you.
Right. I get mop and bucket for you, and we go. Okay, let's go and find around. Let's see anything else around.
I go to the turret peak. As they're going to the attic, I'm going to the turret peak.
I'm gonna go with him.
All right, yeah. As you go up to the attic, you see the trapdoor in the attic hall, and you open it up and climb it up to the turret peak. And up at the turret peak, you have fantastic 360-degree views of the North Ward. You can see all over Troll Skull Alley. It is probably more like 9 in the evening at this rate. From this height, you can actually kind of see the greenhouse across from you. You can see someone moving within it, possibly tending to whatever's growing there. Seeing a few people kind of like moseying around the alley, using it as like a shortcut to go between Sayre Down and Downing Street. And lastly, you're noticing that the very far, like the furthest point from where the turret's view is down on Downing Street, furthest below you, you're seeing like, the lights are on there and there is a few people kind of moving in and out of it. And after looking at it for a little while and seeing the state that people are coming out of there, you realize that's a pub.
Shit, we got competition.
Okay. Cool.
Do we notice anything in here?
Is it vandalized
It's
at all?
it's an
or?
open area. No, not vandalized at all. It needs to be repaired. It's not terribly safe. Like, as you're kind of as the both of you are standing up there at the moment, kind of Radgoran got up there. You kind of felt like the floorboards creak under his weight. The kind of like the railing on it is like splintered and starting to fall apart. Like a lot of it's chipped. Definitely, wouldn't want people staying up there for too long, or too many people being up there at once. That's for sure.
Okay.
It also actually gives you a very good look at the roof of the manor, and you're seeing that you probably are in for nearly a full retiling of it.
Jesus. Okay. 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 I say to Radgoran, I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a closer look at the roof tomorrow, see if I can mend any tiles.
Yep.
I go down and I meet up with Yeshua and Dorian and say, while I was up at the turret with Radgoran, I saw a place to the far corner that looks like people are walking out drunk. Let's go have a look at the competition. What do you say?
Agreed.
We could go shut them down or have a drink, whatever.
I mean, we can do both.
Let's
We
have
need
a
supplies. We need supplies.
Yeah, cool. I guess we're heading to the competition.
Yeah, I'm happy to go then.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right.
Did Ulrick get a good enough look that we can head straight there?
Yeah, he can. He knows
Yeah.
exactly the way to go. If I were to pull you onto the Troll Skull map, give me a moment. Kind of lost where I am. There we are.
I've got the mana map up, Matt. So if we ever need to go back to it, I can just show it up.
You can always just minimize it for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yep.
Where you're noticing it on the Troll Skull map. So that's the turret, just for your reference.
Yep.
And you're noticing it right here.
This
building.
Okay, cool.
Oh wow, that is close.
Okay, let's head there. I'm guessing
Alright.
Granny's packed up.
Oh yeah, I mean, like this is.
She's
You're
on the
looking
other
up at the
side,
night
then, yeah.
sky with how you've worked like nearly 10 hours today.
Yeah.
It's getting into the evening at this point.
Yeah, so what
Okay.
time is it? I was going to
He
ask.
said 9 PM before.
Again,
Ish.
if you want to give me a survival check,
I'll do it.
well, you're not the one asking the question.
12.
12. It's getting late.
Okay.
You could invest yourselves into something that could tell the time.
Yeah, like me.
What's your survival?
Clocks are
No,
overrated.
he gets advantage with it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Cast guidance.
Yeah, with guidance.
Of course.
Uh,
Never
Fuck.
expect any less.
You got 20 plus his D4.
I don't have my dice aren't down there.
What do you mean? Oh,
Down the
on the
bottom.
left.
Yeah.
Refresh, I guess.
Anyway, it's fine. I
He's got a 20.
rolled 20. So.
Oh yeah, with a 20. You'd probably say it's like closer to 9 o'clock.
Cool.
Lol. Alright, cool.
As we're heading towards this establishment, can we see the name of the establishment?
Yeah, so as you get to around here, you see that there's a rather, it's like a tasteless, flashy sign, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's called Froon's Brews. Frewn apostrophe S and then Brews BREWS.
Nice.
I hope everyone had a good little break and all that.
I know I did.
Terrible.
Alright.
Yeah, awesome. All right, cool. So you've made your way over. You're seeing a few patrons, kind of like staggering out. They're quite intoxicated at this point, coming out of Froon's Brews. As you're getting there, and you kind of see through the glass windows, it's not terribly busy. They do have the odd person within it, but you wouldn't say that it's business. That tonight is booming.
Can we walk inside? Well, Dorian's gonna walk inside.
I go
Yeah,
in.
all right.
Yeah, I'll go in.
We're going in.
All right, awesome. Yeah, you make your way into Froon's Brews. Now, I describe like the atmosphere in this place to be quite dour, really. Like it doesn't feel like it's the place is really got much identity to it. So you went into the Skewered Dragon and you got the vibe and the feel of exactly what this place represented. The yawning portal of everyone celebrating and having a jolly good time. But in this place, it seems to be in limbo. You're looking around and even the kind of like the what's the word for it? Like not the attire, like the aesthetic
The aesthetic, yeah.
of the of it to be all over the shop. You're seeing like not some like nice-ish lounges, and then you're seeing stools like right next to them. You're seeing like different tables of different varying heights around. It is a 3-story building, but you know when you walk inside, you realize how squat it is. The rooms feel really small in there, and it just could be completely due to the clutter of it. The furnishing itself, as I said, like some parts of it is quite lavish, but other parts is just like it seems haphazardly put together. You do see behind. Sorry.
No, you go, Matt.
Yeah, behind the bar, you see a human standing there. He seems to be like kind of like cleaning a mug.
Can I go up to the human behind the bar and I just say I'll have an ale and busy night for you.
He looks up and he's just like, I've had busier. And he goes, we've only got one ale on the menu here. And it's simply Froon's Brew. Namesake for this wonderful establishment.
And under my breath while he's saying we've had busier, I'll say, well, I'd hope so.
You best pour me one of these Froon's brews. I'm quite fond of ale and rum.
Yeah.
Let me have a taste.
Turns around with a flagon and he pours one and then he puts it in front of you. And
Can I take a sip?
he goes to your 5 copper or 5 nibs. And you grab it, you have a look at it, you take a sip, and what you first notice is that for an ale, this is thick. This is quite a thick consistency. And almost tacky. And as you kind of like take it away from your mouth, you see that it's a very black ale as well.
So as a man of alcoholic beverages, what does this? Am I allowed to ask? Where does this rate on the scale of ales tasting for me? Like if I know what a really good ale is, because I drink quite a bit of it, where does it rate?
Below average. However you decide what below average is for Dorian, but it would be below average.
Cool. I turn around to the other boys and have a bit of a snicker and go, don't think we have much to worry about here at all, and then I'll turn back around to the bartender and I'll go, interesting taste. What's it? Do you do anything in particular to brew this ale?
He looks at you and goes, "It's my own creation. Use molasses.
Oh,
Mix
molasses.
some molasses into it. Yeah, it gives it a real nice punchy texture and flavor, and just coats the throat. You know, it's exactly what people want."
Well, I don't really know because molasses is used to make rum, and it no offense, but yeah, you should probably try making rum because this ale is quite shit.
He gives it a bit of a laugh and he's like, well, if I'm going to be honest, one of the only pubs in all of the North Ward. People come to me, they come staggering through the night, and they're always looking for one of my ales at night.
Probably because they're so drunk it tastes like water, and trust me, I have been there and I will drink anything, but fair enough. Do you get much busier than this?
2 seconds, I'm just changing my headphone battery.
Yep, you're right. While the DM's changing his headphone battery, let's light this motherfucker. No,
Not a sponsored stream or anything, but fuck, I love these headphones.
Oh,
Fuck, they're so good.
Except they go flat halfway through the stream.
Real serious, boys. Just use my affiliate link. Be linked down below.
or my
Have you all got Steel Series on?
I don't for this, but all three of them do. Yeah. I
Oh.
would if I was at home.
Alright, I got Sennheiser.
Oh, well, look at me, la di fucking da, right?
Oh, Sennheiser.
Yeah, it's why I've got the camera off, boys.
He
He
can't
just want to
Yeah.
show us his fucking mansion that he's actually sitting in.
He can't afford the sponsorship from Sennheiser.
That's exactly right. No, they can't afford the sponsorship for me.
Your
Cool.
question, however, you are asking, does it get much busier than this?
Yeah.
The man looks at you and he's just like, as I said, I've had far busier nights. Tonight's a little quiet.
I'm just gonna go out of character for a sec for everyone. I'm gonna tell him that. Does anyone mind if I tell him that we're about to open the?
No, I think go for it.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I want to see his reaction.
I was gonna say to him. Actually, I'll just say it before you say this. I'm like, what do people looking for bar in these parts? It's very nobility around here, and I don't know. From the looks of this place, I get that you're the only one around, but why isn't it more, as you say, with purpose and upper class with better beverage? You know, maybe you'll be busier. I just want idea. Very new here, you see, and very foreign, and maybe you give me some insight.
I want you to give me a persuasion check. Now, I'm not trying to see if you're going to persuade him to provide information. It's just basically to see how he receives what your questioning is.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance.
Okay.
Nine.
9? Okay. Well, you see, I don't cater to those richies, right? Go for the workers, the ones that stumble through these areas, going to the field ward, or coming back from working for those rather wealthier homes. Besides, why would they ever come to my pub? They will just all mosey their way over to the sea ward. No, I do have a couple that will grace my doorstep, hence the rather nice upholstery that I have supplied for them. I didn't get all your names. Name's Emick Froon, proprietor of this humble establishment.
You related to Floon?
Froon, F-R-E-U-N.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay, sorry. Never heard of him.
Oh, he's always getting into trouble, that guy. I just maybe assume because, you proprietor here, he likes drink and I go missing a lot. I don't know.
Were you ever open when Troll Skull Tavern / Manor was open?
No, troll skulls. Well, the place is destitute. No one in their right mind would ever want to have it.
No, I agree totally. I've also noticed that you've got 3 stories walking into this place. What do you do with the rest of the floor space that you've got?
Oh, yes, Dorian, maybe he has crab's table. We can go and have some fun.
Dorian, same thing to you. Just a persuasion check to see
Give him guidance.
how he's feeling towards your question.
Eight,
Maybe a 12. Maybe a 12.
10.
Oh, okay, nice.
Not bad.
Well, we don't supply lodgings here.
Well, what do you supply?
Nice place to drink. A humble place to drink.
Upstairs is a humble place to drink.
No, upstairs is private quarters.
You have gambling up there. I need some place to, settle down, stretch out.
No. If anyone ever decides to do those kind of things, you'd have to, and then you're not paying the Gamblers Guild, so you'd have the City Watch right on your doorstep. It's not the establishment I'm going for. I still consider myself a little bit upper class, as you can tell.
As they're talking, I was in the back, and I haven't introduced myself. Can I go stealth and walk upstairs?
It's the doorway's closed to go upstairs. It's actually a doorway, and from the entry where you are, the way to get upstairs is actually from behind the bar.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna like nudge my head to signal to the group like, let's move out of earshot, well out of earshot of Emric to discuss our thoughts on the establishment. I guess so. I'll nudge my head and kind of walk. Would those fancy couches be out of earshot of Emric? Yep.
I'll grab a nail just to seem non-suspicious.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, Emmeric's just like, you'll enjoy this, my friend. And he pours you one of Froon's brew, chucks it down, 5 copper pieces, thank you.
When I overheard him say nobody in their right mind would take over the Troll Skull Manor, can I ask what do you mean by that?
Have you seen the place? It's
I
falling
have.
apart. It's
Is there
best to
any
just
other
be
reason?
knocked down. So I saw at this point.
Okay.
Are you with me now?
Yep.
Radgoran and
I've gone over.
Yeshua?
I'm walking out.
No,
Okay.
we're going to sit down at the couch. Or
Oh,
are
okay.
You walking out?
Oh, I'm not gonna sit down. I'm just gonna stand over near the couches.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll just say, keep your voice down still a little bit.
The way I see it is, I was ready to burn this place down, to be quite honest with you guys. But doesn't seem like it's got a lot going for it. I think something dodgy's going on upstairs, but I mean, we could cater to nobles.
Yep.
I mean, his ale tastes like shit, Radgoran. Have you had a taste yet?
I take a sip, and then I almost throw up.
And then I just look at him, I'm like, molasses, only reserved for the best rums.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's worried. I don't think we worry about him.
Can I Can I do a minor illusion on my top of my hand of a eye with 10 spokes coming out of it, and I walk up to the barkeep and I put it out like this, like my hand, the right hand that I've got the minor illusion on with a tattoo, on top of my other hand. I'm like, have you got any milk? And see if he notices my tattoo on my arm and look at his reaction.
while that's going on, I might say to Yeshua, I don't know how shrewd this guy is, but he's got no eye for anything decent. You could potentially flog your paintings off to him for a stupid price, and he wouldn't realise.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry, Matt, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Hang on.
Okay, cool. You're right.
I thought you guys were role playing between each other about the. Or was that a question to myself about?
No. So, Ulrick asked about.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, you
Hot
do. You
second
do
on that one.
Yeah, you do that one. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just filling in the time.
Okay, then I'll say. So, what you say is, this place will not burn down, but we come steal chairs? I cannot do this, but, you say chairs look good, we need chairs, I don't know. Look, you steal chairs. That's what that's what I see.
I think you should sell him your paintings and tell him that it would make the place look great, and try and flog them off for more than just a cheap ripoff.
Yes, see, we get somewhere, me, you. I bring paintings in, I say to him, I have friend which is professional, and I bring you in and you assess these paintings, and you say 1,000 gold each and we make killing. This
I'm
is
sure.
no brainer.
I'm sure Ulric has a minor illusion for that.
We just need monocle and then we're good. Make you look real smart.
All right.
You're up, Matt.
Yeah. So Ulrich, you see his eyes kind of look down at the tattoo you've created on your forearm. And he's just like, hey, I think I've got some milk in the back. See what I've got for you. And you see him just kind of like walk around to the door. He unlocks it with a key and he closes it behind him. And after a brief moment, maybe a minute, he comes back with a kind of like a glass jar of milk and pours it into a cup for you, pushes over, and he goes, cup a piece.
I say, why with such hesitation? What's the change of attitude?
Give me a intimidation check. Are you trying to intimidate him?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm sitting back
22.
here. I'm sitting back here. I'm like,
Look at this fool trying to scare this guy. What an idiot.
Well, he got a 22.
I
Yeah,
do it like a minor illusion with like I do make my eyes look really black, glassy red with a bit of flame in it, and yeah, just to make it look really scary.
Yeah, of course. He looks at you like uneasily, and he's just like, no one's just ever asked for milk in my pub before. Can you give me an insight check if you want?
lovely.
Eight.
Yeah, you don't read anything.
I said, are you sure? Because when I saw you, and I lean a little bit closer like this, when I saw you look at my hand, you started changing. That's when I noticed. What's your issue? Have you got an issue with me, boy?
You can give me another intimidation check with advantage.
Hey, while
21.
this is going on, I'm going to go to Yeshua. I'm gonna go outside and see if there's any way we can get up into the second floor of this place.
Oh, great idea.
Maybe you go with Bozo here and I stay check out this other one.
Well, by the look of it, Ulrich's about to start something, so it'll be a perfect time for us to do that. And I'll. By Bozo, you're talking about Radgoran? I mean, we've got two, right? So I'm just checking. No, yeah, I guess I start to walk outside at this stage, Matt. Just FYI, and Radgoran can follow me or not.
Yeah.
It's up to him.
No, I'm definitely following.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, so Ulrick, you see him kind of like shuffle a little bit. He seems a bit uneasy, and he kind of like looks at you and he goes, I don't want any trouble here. I just didn't, as I said, I just didn't expect you to ask for milk. I didn't realize it was going to be a problem.
As the guys,
I'm sorry, do you just want the entire jar?
I said to him, I said, have you seen this before? And I showed him it.
You can only minor illusion one thing at a time.
That was the end. Oh, right, okay.
That's gone now.
Right. Fuck. Can I just turn around like this and I look to see if they've gone out because the door's behind, and then I do a minor illusion on my hand again, and then I show him.
Yeah, sure, you look behind yourself and you see them walking out.
Except for me.
Except for Yeshua. He's still sitting down, and you put it out back in front of his face, and he goes, I have no idea what that is. I thought it was an interesting mark.
Can I walk up to him, please? Because I'm.
Give me another insight check if you'd like.
Yes, please. Four.
I mean, like he's sweating. I don't mean any trouble.
So you're telling me that you've never seen this before?
I can assure you I've never seen this before. You're raising your voice.
Slightly.
What slightly?
Like, just like an extra 5%, I guess.
That doesn't help me, really. I need to know, were you talking normally and then you're getting hoarser or louder?
Yeah, I'm getting more louder. I'm getting more passionate.
Okay, increasingly, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure, you said you were getting up?
Definitely going to him.
Yeah,
right
cool.
next to him.
As you're getting up, you see another man get up.
I'll stand between. So if it's on the other side of him, and he's walking towards.
This guy's probably was sitting at the like at one of the chairs across from where you were sitting. He's taken notice of this.
I'll just stand in between Ulrick and the bloke.
Yeah.
But I'll go, obviously, keep walking to Ulrick and stand next to him.
Yeah, sure. You see Emmett kind of like he's kind of shaking, he's kind of backing up a little bit, and then Ulrick, you catch his eyes kind of dart to the side. And as you've gotten up, Yeshua, and you've stepped there, the fellow that's stood up, get a picture of him up for you guys. In a hot moment, he's kind of stood up and he's gone. What seems to be the issue here?
Seems my friend here Just looking for a few answers, and that's what it seems like to me. Whether this Floney man says he believes not true, so he just trying to probe a bit more. That's what it seems like to me. I just walk back up here. We want no trouble, obviously.
Okay, is your friend on official city guard business?
Look, you don't want to see his badge, cause last guy see that, whew, big troubles.
You see the man kind of go, on the other hand, and he pulls out the same looking badge that Captain Heistus had. And he goes, Captain Silvermane of the City Watch.
Yeah, look, he does not have badge.
No.
Step aside for me, please.
Oh shit.
Ulrick, you piece of shit. You get me in this trouble, you piece of shit.
Meanwhile, outside.
So, I'm
Looks like,
no.
We need to
I mean, I
act like we
don't.
have no idea.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on in
no,
there.
you don't.
No, I need to pay it. Barbarian. Have a look around to see if you can see any openings. I'm gonna have a look myself. So can I please have a look to see if on any of the sorry, on any of the floors, second or third, if there's any window openings or something that we could possibly.
You can see some light from like the second floor. There's a window on the second floor. The buildings are like kind of like all attached,
No
right?
townhouses.
But is there an open window or something like that? That's what I'm getting at.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
18.
18. You think the window on the third floor looks slightly ajar from where you're standing looking up. The one on the second floor appears secured.
Barbarian. Come over here.
Yep, I can go over.
This shouldn't be hard for you. I'm gonna need you to make a bit of a distraction as I try to climb inside the third story for a look.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, you're an orc. Just act yourself and I'm sure you'll distract someone.
Okay, I'm gonna walk around and like pace. Not knowing what the fuck to do. I'm freaking out.
Okay. Barbarian, come here. And I ask you to come over.
Yep, I head over.
I shouldn't have to fucking spell this out to you, but it looks like I'm going to. Are there any tables or anything outside the establishment?
No, there's just the that tasteless sign
Okay,
that was
cool.
described earlier that had
Cool.
like Fruins Brew and like pretty much like Comic Sans font.
Okay. I want you to pretend that you are off your face and walk into the establishment.
Yep.
And knock over a couple of tables or something like that and make a big racket. Do you understand?
Yes. Alright,
Okay.
I walk up and I push the door open, see the commotion on what's happening, and like it's almost like, you know, that Simpsons episode where the grandpa walks into Moe's and then like walks straight back out.
Mhm.
And then I go back out and I'm like, okay, it looks like there's trouble inside. I go sort of signal Dorian.
Excellent.
So they're already
Did-
distracted.
Okay. Can I have a quick look around to see if there's anyone out that might see me try and climb up to the third story?
It's getting quite late at this point. There is very little foot traffic
Okay.
currently.
So,
You you could safely assume that if you were to try anything, you'd be
Pretty safe.
so. Yeah, so long as you know you don't fail spectacularly.
Okay. So, okay. When I was at the markets last time, I purchased pittons, which are used to scale buildings safely. So I'm going to use them to scale safely.
Yeah, awesome. You can give me an athletics check, which will be pretty much a climbing check. With you're not. Are you proficient in athletics?
As he,
Yep.
You are proficient in athletics.
Just as he's doing that, I'm going to say we need a signal if there's trouble, because I'm going to stay lookout. Mine's going to be, hooty hoo,
What? Say that one more time.
hooty hoo.
Okay, my signal's going to be. Oh!
Okay, cool.
If you hear a turkey, shit's gone south real quick. Yep. So Matt, what do you want me to roll?
Just roll your athletics check for me.
19.
All right, perfect. You begin scaling the wall. Back inside, Captain Silvermane has just asked you to step aside, Yeshua. He said this quite loudly as well. He's not keeping his voice down, so Ulrick, you would have heard this. You see Emic kind of like backing up and like, Captain, please remove this man. I don't know what his problem is.
Can we just say, no, this man did not do anything to you.
Can I insight check him?
Who?
The barkeep.
The barkeep? You're not really focusing on him. What are you trying to insight?
Well, I guess I just want to know. Well, I guess I'm not going to know why he's scared. It's more so if he's genuine, I guess.
You can give it a shot, but you'll have disadvantage.
Only 9.
Yeah, you can't read anything.
Okay. I'll plead with the captain though. I'll just say, I mean, you sit where I would sit. Nothing happened. You just want milk. Ask a few questions. Maybe you answer some of these questions that Ulrick may have had. But definitely no disturbance. And if Barkeep was being apprehensive towards this fine gentleman, because he is a fine gentleman, I'll tell you now, it's maybe a little bit of his fault, little bit of his fault. Column A, column B, there we go, we meet in the middle, everything okay.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
That means you are Peter well.
Thanks, man. I'll give myself guidance. Oh, double that in.
Wow. Whoa.
So yeah, 24.
Okay. You can see he's listening to, and he looks over at Emic, and he's like, Emic, I'd say it's probably time to close shop for the evening. I'm gonna say that both of you are drunk, and that you need to leave.
I wish I was drunk, but I don't drink. Maybe, please, can we have one last drink? My friend here has to finish milk, then we leave. We never come back. It's no worries. I give another tip. It's a bit slow night. We stay here for 5 minutes maybe, if that's okay. Here's some dragons. Copper.
Fuck, I was gonna
Copper.
say.
Are you handing him copper?
No, the barkeeper.
Oh, the barkeeper.
Yeah, because it's a
Okay.
slow night. It's a slow night.
Can I? Sorry,
the-
as I've I haven't taken my eyes off him
Mhm.
at all through this whole event. While this is all happening, can I see any markings on him, any tattoos or anything on the barkeep?
You can give me a perception check.
None.
9. You don't notice anything distinctive about the man. He's got darker color skin, so I mean, like, he's foreign, like, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Can I?
the
give
captain reaffirms his stance. I'm gonna say that you're drunk and that you need to leave. Whether you are drinking or not, I don't care. But you either leave peacefully now, or I arrest you and remove you myself, and you spend the night at the city watch. For public drunkenness and disturbances.
There's no breath around here, huh? Maybe we go, Lorik. It's very hard for me right now. I don't like prison. Never been, never will. Very horror stories I've heard. So maybe we go.
And I'm gonna just like flick him, like the barkeeper. One shard,
Okay.
and I say to him,
You need more than me, friend.
You see him kind of like he is not taking his eyes off Ulrick. He's sweating. He's very intimidated, and he really doesn't know what's happening. And I'm assuming you guys leave as Captain
Yep.
Silvermane kind of steps in and
Captain, maybe. Sorry, can I use commode 2 seconds?
can you use what?
Preview.
the
Privy. Oh, he looks at you. He's just like, get out.
Oh, I pissed my pants.
I don't think he's gonna let you, man.
I just 2 seconds. Oh my god, man. I give
Meanwhile,
him shard. Oh my god, this guy's rich now.
meanwhile, outside, you've you've scaled it up to about just past the second floor, and you're when you got up to the second floor and you looked through the window, you saw that it was what appeared to be a bedroom, right? Like a single bed in there. It wasn't very well furnished. It was just a bed and like a wardrobe and some cabinets. And as you continue to scale up and you get up to the third floor, you're looking in what appears to be quite possibly an office, like a study.
Am I able to get? Is the window actually open? Because when I had a look,
Yeah,
at
the
it,
windows. It's one of these. I don't know. I hope you know like the European window style, but it's kind of like one of those ones that kind of opened like that, and then
Louvered?
within there's
Yep.
like kind of like
Yeah,
you gotta open it
Mhm.
up wider from within.
Can I reach in there and open it enough to get in and have a look, or to get in the window?
Yeah.
I want to get in there, basically.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, sure. You get yourself onto it, like you rolled hard enough. You get yourself into a bit of a footing. You reach in and you're able to kind of like open up the window a little, wide enough for you to be able to slip in. So you're currently standing in, again, not a very well furbished, but a study. You're seeing like a few documents, a few pieces of paper and some documents, kind of like sitting around on the on the desk.
I'm gonna look at the documents and read them. Is there anything that seems untoward about the documents?
So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to do an investigation check.
Mhm.
Depending on how well your roll is going to depend on pretty much how much time you're going to potentially spend on this.
Yep. Alright. Am I right to go?
Yeah, go.
Nat 20.
Ooh, after last week, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. They seem to be like overdue notices, like bills to guilds that are outstanding. Ones that like particularly stand out to you on it is that you see that there is some you see that like he's got a final notice from the Carpenters, Roofers and Plasterers Guild. You also see that he has a quite a hefty sum owing to the Cellars and the Plumbers Guild. And with your nat 20, you manage, like, I'm assuming you're opening up the drawers and everything as well.
I'm having a good look because something didn't seem right with him having the door.
With your nat 20, you find a rather old looking document. An old being like, the paper seems a bit older than the others. And you see that it was a failed bid in the ownership of Trollskull Manor. It appears that Emic tried to buy it, and he lost to one Volothamp Gerdun. This was 4 years ago.
Cool. I think I've seen enough to probably not warrant looking any further. I guess the part of my investigation was to see how much of a threat this person's going to be to what we're going to do. So, with that and trying to be hasty, I'll probably jump back out. Or no, not probably. I'll jump back out the window.
Yeah, you like yeeting yourself out onto the street, or?
Yeah, I'm not going to smash it this time. I'm going to carefully get out of the window and climb back down.
You climb back down. Cool. Give me an athletics check.
Does he get advantage because he's got the gear?
18.
No, because it's very much like it's not proper climber's gear, right? So like he would have gotten a benefit if he wasn't proficient to it, but since he's proficient, he does get it. Yeah, you climb down easily. One thing you do notice though is you're climbing down, you get like down towards like maybe the halfway point. Radgoran, as you see Dorian climbing down, and as you follow your eyes down, you're seeing as Yeshua and Ulrick, and also another man standing in there, are kind of like looking out of the window at this point, like Yeshua and Ulrick are walking out, and you can see that the man's kind of watching them leave. This window is in full view.
I'm gonna quietly go.
I'm like half scaling down, and I'm like looking over both my shoulders, trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on, Barbarian?
They're all closing up. It looks like the boys are here, mate. Better get your fucking ass in gear.
I'm gonna need you to run into the establishment and start screaming, ghost. That'll get Ulrich all fired up. Just run in and start screaming ghost.
Alright,
I need to get down.
Alright, I burst in and I say, ghost!
You run in and start screaming ghost. Yeah, give me a performance check.
Okay. Is this disadvantage? No, I'm kidding.
No, I will. How into it do you think you would be? Would you say you're haphazardly, or would you fully commit?
No, I would definitely commit. I mean,
Cool. Yeah.
this is my role.
If you can give me a little bit of roleplay for it, I'll give you advantage.
There's a ghost in here!
Yeah, okay, you can have advantage.
As I'm looking at him, I'm like, what the fuck? And then
Could
what
you
I
help
do
me?
is
2 seconds.
I do...
Let his roll come through first. Sorry.
11.
Can
I've got
I
-1.
do-
What can I do, boys?
So can I do a minor illusion of like a ghost head coming down behind the bar
I would
Hang on.
from the roof?
Hang on. Just let it...
like. Would you a ghost head coming down from behind the bar?
It's very scary.
Yeah, but
Great roleplay.
all right. So you're saying that Ulrick kind of snaps onto the situation immediately?
Yeah.
I think that'd be right too. I mean, he's pretty quick-witted.
Yeah, of course you're going to be on his side, right? Sure. I'll allow it. You do need to, like, there is some components. There is, like, for minor illusion, you have to do a hand thing, and so you're going to have to do that pretty obviously, unless you're going to try and do it sneakily.
Well, would they
Yes.
be focusing
Sleight of
on...
hand, sneakily.
Yeah, you can give me a sleight of hand.
Don't forget you're in front of the guard.
Would he get advantage because they're looking?
I'll
at
give
me?
him guidance as well.
Can I do advantage then?
No,
Okay.
your performance check wasn't high enough for him to get advantage.
Okay. DM has spoken.
Guidance, dude. Okay.
D4. Oh,
So what
thank
was that?
God.
13.
13. All right. And so you're doing it from behind the behind the bar. All
To
right.
appear behind the bar. Yeah.
Cool.
And then as he does this pass? Sorry, can you? I need a bit.
What does what pass? Which part are you
For
asking?
him casting the illusion.
Oh, it's a contested roll, right?
Yeah.
So firstly, like we're doing. There's 2 rolls happening, right? So there's whether or not they see your gesture,
Yep.
and that if they see it, which one of them has, it's going to give them advantage against your illusion. So
What I was going to say is, if it obviously it's going to cast, I actually like fucking lose it because I think I see a ghost.
You start believing your own thing.
Yeah.
yeah, we can absolutely say you continue carrying on.
Yeah. Cool.
So you see Emic. Oh, sorry, you don't see Emic because this is happening from behind you. You hear Emic. You hear like a couple of like the flagons behind. Like you hear like a shuffle, like something's just fallen over. Like things have just been suddenly scattered a little bit, and you then hear the captain be like, "All right, enough's enough. You're gonna come with me." And he starts making an approach towards you, Ulrick.
At this stage,
They're significantly distracted enough for you to get down.
Okay.
so
Sufficiently.
I get down and I get down and I burst through the doors and I'm like, Barbarian, what the fuck are you doing? And then
I'm like this.
and he's like that and I just look and I'm like, oh, I am so sorry. This barbarian's got a bit of a problem and I'm looking after him. If you could just let us be on your way, I'll take this rowdy bunch and get them off the streets.
The captain pays you no mind as he brings out iron shackles.
Boys, I mean, Ulrich's gone.
As he starts making his way towards you, Ulric. Are you going to just make a bolt for it? What are you going to do?
Oh, shit.
Can I do a persuasion?
I'm gonna be your friend here. There is
Mhm.
no talking your way out of what you've just done.
Yeah, he saw, like, so what Matt was saying before is someone saw you. I'm guessing it was the guard.
I'm not guessing now.
So anything you do right now, please think about it.
I'd just go with him.
Oh, you're just gonna offer yourself up? Alright.
Yep.
As you don't put up a fight, and he puts the shackles on you and behind your back, and he kind of like leans in and he goes, "You just had to make my night fucking difficult, didn't you?" And he turns to the rest of you and he goes, "Get out."
Well, it's late night now. We go home. You let him go. You don't have to worry about paperwork. You know what I mean?
Just leave.
I go. What you talk about? I'm gone already. I'm gone. I'm out.
And as you're all leaving, the captain turns to Amek and he's just like, "I apologize," and escorts you out, Ulrick. And the rest of you watch as he escorts Ulric down the street in this direction. He does say, as he's leaving, at least to you, Yeshua, he goes, "It's going to be held overnight, so long as we don't find anything else about him." And he escorts you away.
I'll shout out to Ulric, I'll say.
You piece of shit, Ulrick. I can't believe you're leaving all the work to us, you piece of shit. Try to get you out of all these jams and I almost get caught myself. I'm going to teach you a lesson when you get out, and mark my words, I'll be there in the morning, sharp, when the rooster crows, alright?
Ulric, do you say anything to the captain as he's escorting you away?
Nah, I'll just go with him.
Alright. And the whole way you're going, you can just feel the inconvenience you have caused upon this man. As an idea of what the captain looks like, this is what he looks like.
Actually, when we
could have taken him.
Dude, I should have fucked him!
anyway, like can I just say something as we're walking?
Yeah.
As he's, I say to him, I just say to him, I'm just asking questions, that's all. And I was just making sure the barkeeper was telling the truth.
Cast another mind illusion of your dong, mate. That might get you out of it.
The captain is kind of like he's walking alongside you. He doesn't look at you in his response, but he's just like, "Unless you have a badge, I have absolutely no idea what in your mind thinks you have the authority."
I don't say a word and I keep walking.
Yeah. And you are eventually taken to one of the many stone towers you've noticed within Waterdeep. You are entered in. A couple other guards are kind of sitting there. They seem to be on the night shift. They process you. You leave your mark. They ask for you to enter in your name. Do you give them your name?
Yeah, I do.
Alright. As you give them your name, you leave your mark, and you're taken to one of the cells here. There's only about 3 cells from where you are. There's only one other person in these cells. And as you're put in, the captain closes it, and he's just like, and he looks at you and he goes, I can understand questioning and getting fired up. It's not your place to do so. Do not know your reasoning. But you're not in here for that. You were in here for casting a spell in the presence of a City Watch captain with the intent to deceive. I'll see you in the morning.
I shake my head. Sorry, nod my head.
And he walks away. The rest of you, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, sure. Can I please have a another piece of parchment paper? I'm gonna go to bed.
I'll look at actually, sorry, before I start, I'll look at Radgoran and I'll be like, I like how this guy now says please. Very change of our heart, this guy. Yeah, no worries, my friend. Let me just grab for you.
Just get it straight. You're not my friend. And I was brought up with manners.
It's okay. Where I come from, friend. This is what we do. This is how we are. I understand completely, man. I understand.
Where I come from, I'd cut your throat and drain you in the street and walk away quite happy. Now, where's my paper?
I bought a gift to you, and that sounds like a good time. Back in my country, we do sacrifice all time. Sometimes it's very special time you get sacrificed. Okay, very special.
In your country, did you ever shut the fuck up?
Well, no, because I was always gloated upon. So you know, it doesn't matter. I was center of attention there. So.
He's got to be
I
friendly.
think you should go sleep in the basement tonight so I don't hear you fucking talking to yourself in a mirror. And with that, I'll walk off and head up to the attic. Actually, no, you go. Because I want to do something in the attic bedroom, Matt.
Yeah?
I'm just, and it's gonna be fucking him listening as well, because I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna be like, you know what is so good about that other inn? That is so shit, that place, and we're gonna put them out of business so bad. Oh, I love business. Oh my god, we're gonna make so much money. You understand, Radgoran? You understand, my friend? Oh my god, and this guy here is gonna go steal all the chairs, he said. Oh my god. Not that I like that sort of shit, but that's up to him. He said, he's still, we need chat, he's still.
So I'm gonna question him about what he saw up there and why he wants to
I've
go to
already
bed so
gone.
quickly.
I've already gone.
Oh damn! All right.
Yeshua has rightfully pissed me off with his loud mouth, so I've just.
And I guess I couldn't get a word in there, to be honest.
No, that's exactly. As Radgoran thinks to himself, one of these days I'll be allowed to talk between Dorian and Yeshua if they shut the fuck up.
Fucking old mate didn't shut up. If old mate shut up, he would have, been out scot-free, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go up to the attic bedroom and write.
Yep. What are you going to write?
On the parchment, I can see that you've taken our last note.
I didn't take shit.
No, you didn't. But
This is what you're writing.
This is what
This
he's
is what I'm
writing.
writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can see you took our last note. I'm certain that it is someone significant for this tavern. If you don't feel comfortable talking to our group, I will happily talk with you alone. Alternatively, if you plan on doing us all in, can I please be the first? And use the rusty knife, and then with that I get the rusty knife and stab it back in the wall where it was, and go to sleep. That's me.
Okay. That's fantastic.
I mean, I'm just going to bed. I'm like, this has been a crazy night. I'm pretty sure I saw a ghost. I'm going back up to my master bed, rolling out my bedroll and just like pulling it over my head. I now believe in ghosts.
I go to sleep as well.
And you go to sleep as well. Awesome. So, in the jail cell, Ulrick, what are you doing?
I want to see who. Well, I look around. What can I see? Is it dirty? Is it clean? Is there a seat? Is there a bed?
There's no bed. There's no seats. There's a small bucket in the corner. The cell itself, I mean, like, it's dank, but it's not like it's not well kept. It would appear that it looks like that it recently had been, water had been thrown down to clean it out. As you went into the City Watch outpost, you found that it's quite relatively well kept in general. And as I said, there's only one other person in a cell across from you. They are laying on the stone floor facing the wall.
Can I see what he looks like?
Their backs to you.
So how far away is it?
I mean, like, you've got the bars, and then there's about 5 feet, and then bars, and they're probably like 10 feet away from you, really.
So I'm like, so what are you in here for?
You see them kind of shuffle a little bit and look over to you. And you are met with a drow. He looks at you, speaks something in a language you do not understand.
Okay, as he's doing that, I cast
Comprehend language.
command language or whatever. Yeah, that's it.
Comprehend languages?
Comprehend languages, yes.
Yep, okay. Yeah, you cast Comprehend Languages. And... okay.
You're in there for another 10
Very
months.
nice. And
This is good music.
I'll say that you've casted it and you only caught the last word that he says, and it's death. That is the translated of it. Death. D''AERTHE.
Dearth.
Write it down, bitch.
So you're in here for dearth. Does that mean anything?
Again, in that same language, you hear the response. Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, baby.
18.
Nice.
Nice. Brigand death.
Sorry,
Brigand death.
Brigand death. You seem like a nice lad. Why, how long have you been in here for?
In that same language. Only the night.
So, Brigand death, you said. What does that entail? Can I see if, because he's facing towards me, can I see if he's got like any scarring or anything? Like, is he?
He is shrouded in shadow, and the challenge with this, is that, well, firstly, you don't have dark vision, right? And secondly, just with how dark their complexion is, it makes it even harder to discern. What you're catching mostly is that he has white hair.
Okay, so I say, I repeat, Brigand death. Is that a group of some sort?
Not for you lizards. And he says that in common.
Oh, so you can speak common, huh? So may I ask, are you a mercenary, young man?
I do not do what I do for petty coin.
And what do you do and how much, are we talking?
What I do for my lord. And how much we're talking is only for my lord.
May I ask, I don't mean to, intrude, but, who is your lord?
Give me a persuasion check.
$15.
And he turns around.
I said, question, before you, I'm sorry for all the questions, can I look around? There's no guards anywhere?
None that you can visually see.
Cool. So, in his cell, obviously it's not 30 feet away, can I do a minor illusion on the wall that he's facing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, what are you gonna minor illusion there?
The tattoo with the eyes and the 10 spokes out.
He already
Alright.
did comprehend languages, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, he can only is minor illusion a concentration spell? Is the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Yes.
It is? Yep. Okay.
Thank God.
You still do it?
Let
Yes.
the guards catch him do that again.
Cool. You minor illusion it on the wall in front of him. And I'm not being a dick when I do this.
Oh, no.
Okay. But he responds back in a language you do not understand.
Okay, good.
Yeah, only what sounds like a single word.
Can I say, my apologies, can you say that in common tongue?
You are responded with a, "Keep it the fuck down in there!" by a guard that's yelling out down from the hallway.
Can I shoot him a message saying, can you tell me, like, I cast, what do you call it? Message. I cast him a message and I ask him, can you say it in common, please, so that I can understand.
You can give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
$16?
Oh, very nice for a disadvantage. Well done.
Yeah, right. Good work. Would have been 20.
Hmm.
That's pretty good.
You get a response back in your head. Competition.
Alright.
And we'll end our session there tonight.
Sweet. That was pretty cool.
Alright, guys.
I hope everyone enjoyed. As always, we'll put the whole episode on YouTube. So if you guys want to, if you missed any part, or if you want to rewatch it, or understand a few different bits of it, go on there. It'll be up on Monday at some point. Hopefully scheduled in the morning, but anything can happen. But it'll be a Monday. It'll be a Monday. I hope everyone has a really good week, and we'll keep you guys updated on any upcoming events. But if there's nothing else, then we'll see you next Tuesday for the next episode. I hope everyone had fun watching.
See you guys.
See ya.
Hey, boys.
We're out.